Hello everyone, I'm Anakin Blitz and welcome back to another World of Tanks Blitz video. Today I will be playing the IS-7 and talking about why this tank is kind of not necessarily underrated, but it's not like underrated in any way, but it's doesn't really deserve some hate that it gets, and it kind of deserves a little more love than it gets really. So talking about the IS-7. First of all, why do a lot of people hate this tank? What do a lot of people say about this tank that I don't really like about this tank? Or, well, okay, never mind. Ignore what I just said, but what do people say about this tank? And I kind of hate how a lot of people talk trash about my IS-7 because I really love this tank. In fact, it's my favorite tier 10 in the game. I had the best stats in it, and actually my stats are bad in it now. You can see the win rate went down to 57, the average damage went down to 2k, but it was 64% win rate, and it was a 2.5k average. It went down, though, because teams. But I had those stats for a while, until the teams just took it down. But this tank is just really fun to play, and why is this tank, why do I like this tank so much, and why is this tank actually such a strong and solid tier 10 heavy? Well, first of all, getting into the armor profile. This actually has a really nice armor profile. And even though the IS-4 has a really strong one, I like the IS-7's armor profile actually better. Because it is a pike nose, which a lot of people don't like, but I actually really like it. The turret armor is super strong. You don't really have to worry about the turret armor unless if it's like a TD that has extremely high penetration. The side armor is extremely troll. It's basically a black hole. It's the same thing as like the Object 252 on the side armor. The upper plate armor is also extremely strong. Now, you do have to worry about when you're angling and stuff, but if you're wiggling around, you'll get a lot of bounces. The lower plate is obviously weak, but it's not too big compared to some other pike nose tanks. And this tank has really nice mobility. It's really fun because it has a 50 kilometers per hour top speed, which is actually insane. The gun is also really nice because it has 460 average damage per shot, which means you're able to trade with a lot of heavies in the tier. Decent damage per minute, not good in any way, but it's also not terrible. You have decent, pretty good standard penetration. Now, this is the parts where this tank lacks, and the things that are bad about this tank. First of all, the worst part about this tank is, and everyone knows about this tank, is the ammo racking. This tank is the number 1 ammo rack tank in tier 10, I think. It gets ammo racked a crazy amount, and the ammo rack is weak. Second of all, the premium penetration is really bad, sitting at only 303 millimeters of APCR pen, which is terrible. If you run into a tank like a Mouse, an E100, a Jagdpanzer E100, you will not be able to go through stuff like the cheeks like easily. In fact, sometimes you can't even go through at all at some angles. So that's some really bad things about the premium pen and the tank itself. Now, I actually never been ammo racked in this tank, by the way. Just to let you know, I have not been ammo racked since I've played this tank, or since I've got this tank. So, just a thing to keep in mind. So let's just get straight into some live battles here. And hopefully I could kind of show the playstyle. Playstyles, obviously you want to, you could do some nice hold down things, but you don't have gun depression. You only have 6 degrees, so that doesn't really work out too well. But if you hide your lower plate, that's obviously how you want to play a pike nose tank, and it works really well with this tank. Side scraping is also a really nice thing that I love to do in this tank because of the extremely strong and troll side armor that this tank has. Also, the nice thing about this tank compared to the IS-4, which makes it easier for me to side scrape, is the turret is not mounted exactly on the front like the IS-4 is. It's kind of a little more in the middle, which is kind of good because you're able to side scrape a little better. You don't have to pull out as much. It's still a little more on the front, but the turret is also a little not like as far, I guess, in a way. So let's push our tank over towards the sea area with our U-100 and our Conqueror. And maybe do some side scrape things. Maybe use our strong turret over in the corner, but let's just see. We have an IS-7 spotted. Alright, we just missed our shot there on that 2 and 5B. But we managed to take this position over here, and we have our 183 over here to help us. So we should be fine in this position. Now, I don't want them to cap C, but it's way too late for that. Now, let's see what we could do. Let's get a shot right into the side of that IS-7 there. Doing a 470 alpha shot. That's really nice. You can see that this damage can just really tear people to shreds. Alright, now, let's try to get another shot into the side now. Unfortunately, I don't know where that shell went. Obviously, accuracy is not a thing that you will have in this tank because of, well, it's Russian. It has a big alpha. Now, let's try to angle our tank, and there we go. We just angled, and you saw that I kind of just wiggled the tank a little, and I bounced. I got a bounce. Now, let's put on our adrenaline and try to get another shot into that IS-7. I just realized that the IS-7 is a YouTuber, I'm pretty sure, because his username is something YT. Riker Gaming YT. Yeah. Okay, so let's get one final shot into this IS-7 to finish him off. He's not even gonna bother with us. Let's just aim in our shot into the side, and there we go. We finish him off. We already took out a full health heavy tank right there, sitting at 1.7k damage right now. Let's try to get a shot into that Sheridan. Let's not risk the HE and just get a standard shell. 492. You can see that this alpha is just really fun. I love this alpha on this tank, and it makes it so fun to trade with other tanks. So let's try to let's just rush this Kronwagen here. Let's try to get an HE shot. Actually, no, let's not aim in. Actually, no, let's not risk the HE. Let's just fire a standard shell. Okay, now a convoy there. It doesn't really matter anymore because the game is getting close to an end and we have plenty of hit points to play with. So let's just be extra aggressive and get some damage out now. Let's get an HE shell right in there. 614 damage. That is just pretty crazy. You can see just how good this gun is. Now I'm surprised. Okay, never mind. I thought that was like the convoy for a second. So Kronwagen here. Let's just get a shot into the lower plate of it. And let's just face hug this dude. He can't really do much because we have a really strong turret. Now, he's trying to back up as fast as he can, but he should not really be able to do too much with us. Now, let's just back out, get a shot right into there to actually track him. I did not mean to do that. I wanted to just get a shot out now. Let's try to keep our Vickers alive by... Never mind, he's going for me. Yeah, that's good. Now, let's get a shot right into the lower plate right there. And he is finished off by that Vickers. So now we have just a Sheridan to remain. And... yeah, that'll basically be it for this battle, and it looks like we did a decent amount of damage, and you can see why I love this tank so much. The mobility is really nice also with that 50 km/h top speed, so it's a really fun tank to play. I love the IS-7. It's a really, I guess, original tank compared to like the IS-4 is kind of similar to a lot of other tanks. So I actually prefer this tank over the IS-4, which is kind of weird. There we go, one final finishing shot into that Sheridan right there. Okay, wow, a 4.7k damage gain. That's actually... good. I did not expect that. 4.8k. We did a class 1 mastery in that game, so that was actually a good game. So yeah, GG's. Now let's get into a second game in the IS-7 once again. See if we can get another good game like that we just did. Okay, we have Void on our team. That's pretty nice. Let's just type in S7 Void. There we go. So okay, I7. This tank does not have gun depression. 6 degrees, but not really. So we can't really play the ridgeline. Obviously, don't want to play the med side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my tank over to A area. Because we have an ML2, which can do some nice hold down things. We have an M103, which can also do some nice hold down things. Which apparently he doesn't want to do hold down things. But our tank can do really well over here. It's able to side scrape. You're able to, you don't have gun depression, but that's fine. M103, you should not be here. What are you doing over here, bruh? Alright, we have an ML2 also going over here, which is not really the smartest idea because he should be using his gun impression instead. So let's get a shot right into that side of that ML2. Let's put on our adrenaline, and there we go. He's going for the M103, so let's poke out and try to get another shell out. Even if he does penetrate us, which he does not, we have this huge 460 alpha to use to trade with people. So let's just aim a shot right into the... Never mind. M103, get out of the way. Oh my god. Yeah, so let's try to get the cap. Okay, are you kidding me? M103, I don't really like this M103, no offense if you're watching, but I don't know, okay, never mind, ignore what I just said, but there we go. Now, I actually missed another shot. This is annoying, so you know what? Screw this, I'm just gonna rush. Actually, no, I should not rush 2 ML2s, so let's try to angle with the best of our ability, and, oh well, we're just getting wrecked right now. Okay, M103 made me kind of just do weird things there. And I actually missed my shot again and just hit a track. This is actually going to be a really bad game for us. This is going to be a terrible game. That M103 just made me, like, do some weird things. That M103 really made me just, rush crazy. Now we have the ML2 that's going to, actually the grill's going to finish us off there. So ignore what I did in that game. Just forget what happened in that game. Nothing happened. And sorry for kind of getting a little salty to that M103, but let's just exit to garage, and let's just do one more game in this video because yeah, IS-7's fun. I love this tank, and I want to get my win rate back up to 65. Cause I'm sad that it went down for the teams, but at least the teams are not too bad, except for some like that 103 in that last game was kind of annoying. But okay, here we actually finished the battle pass level, so what do we get? Okay, that's not really that good. So, okay, by the way, while we're waiting for that game to finish, I'm grinding the FV2 on 5B183 line. You might have saw me when I'm streaming, but yes, I'm grinding the 183. So that's gonna be fun because I'll make a video on it for sure. Hesh boy, it's gonna be really fun. Using training rooms and stuff. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So the grind is painful, but I'm using those ×3 things I got from the season stream. So yeah, it's going pretty well. I'm at the AT-15 at the moment. And just got that tank today, and I'll be making my way to the Tortoise probably in a couple days, and then maybe get the 183. Hopefully, well, for sure I should get it by the end of the next week. So yeah, 183 is a tank that I'm grinding for. Okay, now the game is still taking forever, so not sure why, but let's just spin. Okay, you know what, while we're waiting for our IS-7, let's play a game called Spin the STV1. I know this is the dumbest game you've ever seen, but whatever. Spin the STV1. I'm gonna just try to make people dizzy by spinning this. Yeah, I'm probably gonna make everyone dizzy watching the video. If you're dizzy, then like the video, okay? So if you're dizzy, make sure to like the video. If you're dizzy, let's just keep spinning this. And if you're, like, about to faint, then subscribe. Okay, that's a really lame way of getting likes on the video, but, whatever. This is what happens when I'm bored and waiting for my IS-7 to get out of battle, which seems like it will never get out of battle. Actually, it just did. 812, okay, this M103 is actually not a terrible player, but I'm just kind of mad. I'm not going to report him or anything, though. But let's just get into another live battle and hopefully actually get a decent battle. First game was really good. Second game, not so good. Let's see what we can do for our third battle in this video. So, mines. Okay, this is not going to be the best map for us because we don't have gun impression. Now, we still want to go to the hill, though, because having the hill is always a nice thing to have. Well, if you don't have the hill, you basically lost the game. So, at least our team is coming with us. That's good. Now, we only have 6 degrees of gun impression, but there's some spots on the hill where you don't need, like, the most gun impression as other places do. So we see, okay, that's good for us. We have a Leopard 1 and a 62 already on the top of the hill that managed to cross. That's actually very good for us because all I need to do is just make sure that these guys don't overextend. An easy job for me and a very fun job for me also because I should get some free damage out. Okay, crap. Okay, so now let's move over to this rock here, and we're not tall enough to actually, we might be able to get a shot. Oh yes, we can actually get a shot in that Foch right there. Well, it missed. We don't have to worry about getting penetrated unless they splash HE on us, because we have a really strong turret. We can literally just stay here now. Let's try to side scrape out a little and get a shot into the side of that E-75's turret, and there we go. A low roll at 399 damage, which is still a decent amount of damage. So, 57 is, and the 5120 are actually overextending a crazy amount, but I want to get some shots in it, but I also don't want to bleed, and that's what I just did. I just bled right there. So let's get back in our nice side scrape position here. We could get penetrated still, of course, but let's just wiggle around, and there we go. I want to take out that 5120, but never mind, he's taken out. Now, this game is going in our favor, so let's just try to get a shot into that SU-12. Ooh! That was crazy. I just ammo racked him. I literally ammo racked him. That's crazy. That really was crazy. Did not expect that, but I guess there's some funny highlight in this video. So if you're still watching this video, at least you got that. That's what the loyal, should I say, the true supporters of my channel get for watching the entire video, is a nice ammo rack there. Yeah, for those of you that watch my videos all the way to the end, thank you, because it really means a lot. I put a lot of time into these videos, so I know not everyone watches them. A lot of times the topic is just boring or it's just too long. But for those of you that do watch all my or my entire videos, thank you though. So for everyone that just watches all my videos, so let's try to get a shot into that Progetto right there, and there we go. Now he's a one shot. We also have that Foch to the right, which I don't really want to mess with too much. So let's just hold here. I could side scrape, but you know what? Let's just try to get a shot into that Progetto. Oh well. KPF literally shot right when I shot. Okay, so we have a bat chat. Let's maybe get a shell in. Possibly. Yeah, let's finish him off. There we go. Now we have the 57 and the Foch to the right. Now the 57 could clip me out, so I don't want to overextend out there. I need to be careful with that 57. But apparently he is AFK. Apparently he's AFK. So let's let our teammate actually take out the Foch and took out the 57. So GG. A pretty decent second game. That ammo rack, or I mean third game. That ammo rack though was really nice. Okay, 3.9k damage. That's actually really nice. GG's for all 3 of these battles. So that will be it for today's video on the IS-7. And okay, Toto spam my messages. Wait, what? Troll? I said I blocked you. Did I block you? Wait, what? Wait, what? I don't even know. I'll talk to them later in DMs. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you want to help out. Thank you for everyone that's been watching this video. And if you enjoyed, make sure to like the video. Also, if you get dizzy from me spinning my tanks, like the video. But that's basically it for this video, though. Comment. Let me know in the comments down below if you have any suggestions, any videos that you want me to make. But I'll talk to y'all later, though. So I'll see you in the next one.